Let's start by admitting something we rarely say out loud. Humans are terrible at recognizing the importance of their own inventions. We stumble into breakthroughs the way children stumble into a puddle, with equal parts curiosity and absolutely no idea what we've just stepped into. When Gutenberg invented the printing press, Europe thought it was a niche device for monasteries, not the greatest tool of democratization of knowledge. When radio came along, people assumed it was just a means of communicating between two people, not as a fundamental shift in the birth of broadcast media. And when the internet showed up, the prevailing belief was that it would be mostly used for sharing academic papers instead of the foundation for an entire sea change in how we connect, share, and shop. Innovation always masquerades as a toy before it becomes a threat, and the threat before it becomes a necessity. AI is the first technology where those three phases aren't happening in sequence, but they're happening simultaneously. We haven't been here before, and everyone says that AI is different because it's intelligent. That's the least interesting thing about it, in my opinion. Here's the real reason that AI is different. For the first time, what we've done is created something that competes with us for the right to interpret reality. AI doesn't just answer questions, it reframes them. It doesn't just follow logic, it proposes alternatives. And it doesn't just help you think, it thinks alongside you as a collaborator. And that's the real disruption. It's not automation, it's not efficiency, and it's not speed. All of those are at play, but AI challenges our monopoly on meaning. And that hits hard. We rail against anything that threatens what we perceive to be our value as humans. We did it with machines when they were replacing our muscle. We did it with software when it was replacing our memory. But eventually, however, we adapted and we accepted both of those to the point where we can't imagine being without them today. We can't live without automation. But something replacing or even augmenting our intellect, our intelligence, that cuts a lot deeper. AI doesn't outperform humanity. AI outperforms the constraints of humanity. Let that sink in. Fatigue, fear, bias, impatience, distraction, ego, all these very human qualities. So we keep asking, will AI replace us? Wrong question. The real question is this: what version of ourselves will we become once we see what we look like without all of those limitations? You see, AI is our cognitive negative image, showing us who we might have been if biology weren't so annoyingly biological. That's what makes people uneasy. Not the power of AI, but the reflection of ourselves that we see in AI. AI is not an invention, it's a mirror. Every prior technology extended our external capabilities. The hammer extended our force, the wheel extended our movement, the rocket extended our reach. AI extends the one thing we never expected to outsource: the internal narrator, the mind that explains the world to itself, that perceives everything around us. This is why AI feels destabilizing. We're not used to sharing our inner monologue. We've always believed that thinking was the one safe domain, the last bastion, the last place untouched by external tools and technologies. We were wrong. And that realization hits harder than any headline about automation ever could. Here's the most important question no one is asking. Everyone wants to know what AI will do, but very few people are asking what AI will undo. AI will undo the premium on knowing, the obsession with expertise, the cult of efficiency, the belief that intelligence is scarce, the assumption that thinking is slow, the idea that creativity is mystical, the illusion that leadership is about having answers. AI erases things we never realized that we depended on. AI is the first technology that forces humanity to confront an existential bottleneck. We've built a world too complex for biological intelligence to run on its own. We've exceeded our own capabilities. Government can't keep up. Corporations can't keep up. Individuals, you and I, definitely can't keep up. AI isn't replacing human intelligence. It's rescuing human civilization from its own complexity, the complexity that we've built over centuries. That's the insight almost no one is talking about. We didn't invent AI because we wanted assistance. We invented AI because complexity has finally outpaced us our ability to deal with it. So it's not a luxury. AI is an absolute necessity for survival. AI is not humanity's rival. It's humanity's escape hatch from a world that we've engineered faster than we ourselves have evolved.